Hydreigon EX has 2 attacks. The first, Crashing Headbutt, for 2 energy we get to do 200 damage and then discard the top 3 cards of our opponent's deck. But the second, the most important one that we'll be playing in this deck, Obsidian, which costs 1 Psychic, 1 Dark, 1 Metal and 1 Colorless energy, we get to do 130 damage to the active and then 130 damage to 2 of our opponent's bench Pokemon. This means that we can take multiple prize cards in a turn when we attack. Although the Obsidian attack cost seems very high and energy specific, we play some special energy in the deck, including our ace spec of choice, Neo Upper Energy, which provides 2 energy of any type at a time when it's attached to a stage 2 Pokemon. The other, Super Boost Prism Star Energy, which is the ultimate secret source in this deck, I think, which provides 4 energy of any type as long as it's as long as we have 3 or more stage 2 Pokemon in play. Counter Energy also provides 2 energy at a time as long as we are behind on prize cards, and Counter Gain, the tool card, allows us to attack for 1 less energy as long as we are also behind on prizes. So not only do we play Hydreigon EX as a stage 2, but Pidgeot EX makes an inclusion here thanks to its quick search ability, allowing us to get a card from our deck and then put it into our hand. Gengar is also an option too, as we can use Netherworld Gate when it's in our discard pile and put it straight onto our bench, which easily fulfills the Super Boost Prism Energy requirement of 3 or more stage 2 Pokemon in play. We have to play 4 Evolution Incense to get any Evolution Pokemon into our hand, so we can evolve them thanks to the likes of Rare Candy, which can be searched out to Arven, or we can just evolve stage 1 Pokemon straight from our hand, which is pretty good. We can get our special energy out in the deck thanks to Colress's Tenacity, as well as a Stadium with that card, and Guzma Hala, which is absolutely broken. We mostly play special energy in the deck, so it's quite important. Yeah, so if you're worried about Manaphy with the bench barrier preventing us doing 130 damage to 2 bench Pokemon, don't worry at all, because we play Ditto Prism Star with the Alolan Muk, which turns off all basic Pokemon's abilities in play, which is absolutely insane. With that being said, the deck list is down in the description for you to copy and paste, so let's go get into a game on TCG Live. Alright, they turn over an Eevee, which is actually quite interesting. So yeah, we're going first, which is brilliant. We can go get a Deino and a Pidgey onto the bench, I think, with that Buddy-Buddy Poffin. And then just probably do it again at some point, but I'm probably going to play the Evo Incense and maybe get a Hydreigon because I have the Arven in the hand, or maybe a Pidgeot as well, or either or. So yeah, it's a pretty good start for us, and yeah, I'm really interested to see how this deck plays, especially against Terra Pokemon, because Terra Pokemon have an ability where they can't be damaged on the bench, and obviously Obsidian does 130 damage to 2 bench Pokemon, so I want to see how this matchup kind of plans out. We can attach the counter energy to one of their Deino on the bench, and I'm not sure I'm going to Buddy-Buddy Poffin, so I'm just going to pass and see what they can do on their turn. They do have that Eevee, which allows them to evolve on their first turn, which is quite insane, so I wouldn't be surprised if this Ditto Prism in the active gets knocked out. But they attach a Gift Energy, which is quite interesting. They evolve straight into Flareon EX, so we might be playing a Flareon, maybe Jolteon as well, or maybe just all the evolutions. I don't even know what cards are played in these kind of decks. I've been playing too much Expanded, to be honest, so I'm quite intrigued to see how this plans out. At the moment it just seems like they're playing a standard deck in Expanded, which is actually quite often you see in this format. Unfortunately, nobody knows really about that, but if you pay attention to my channel, my last video does actually give a expanded base format guide on all the best decks to play, so maybe you should go check that out. Anyway, back to the game and let's get into our turn. There's another Evo Incense. We can Arven probably for a rare candy, and we may as well grab the counter gain out of the deck because thinning is winning. Yeah, absolutely awesome. We can either go and get the Hydreigon now or the Pidgeot EX. We could actually get Pidgeotto. Well, I have Hydreigon in hand actually, so not much point in doing that. We can airmail on that Pidgeotto. It's basically a Dracloak Recon Directive, but back in the Sun and Moon days. Could I get a Dark Energy here? Or maybe go for the Iono for next turn. Maybe getting the Dark Energy was better so we can have a guaranteed attachment. Anyway, I can Rare Candy into the Hydreigon EX, and we can attach the counter gain to that Hydreigon as well, and we get extra bench space thanks to that Area 0 underdepths that our opponent put in play for us, which is excellent. I'm just gonna fail that Buddy-Buddy Poffin and then probably just pass over to my opponent. Yeah, absolutely insane. If they take a knockout this turn, which could be likely to be honest, they may play Sparkling Crystal, we can potentially, you know, Crashing Headbutt or even Obsidian next turn, depending on what we draw. There's an EVEX, this is what I'm worried about, right? Because it's a Terra Pokemon and they can't be damaged on the bench, so that EVEX cannot be touched in the slightest, and neither can its evolutions Flareon EX, Vaporeon or Jolteon, which is actually, you know, quite concerning. But you know, we can rely on a Crushing Headbutt or Crashing Headbutt a bit to, you know, do quite a bit of damage and discard the top 3 cards of our opponent's deck. Anyway, we top deck a Grass Energy, a Dark Energy, which is completely fine. We can Airmail, and then probably go for the Pidgeot EX is absolutely insane off that. We can evolve straight into that, and probably use Quick Search at some point during this turn. We can Iono though for a fresh 6 cards, which is very nice. There's the Zweilous. We could actually evolve into that on the Deino maybe, or even the active Ditto Prism could be a play. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It might have been better actually evolve the Deino, because Ditto can actually evolve into any stage 1 we play in the deck, like Alolan Muk. So I have kind of shut off the counter to the Manaphy play, which is kind of concerning now that I actually think about it. Yeah, so this is gonna be interesting. We'll quick search for the Neo Upper Energy, because that's absolutely broken for next turn. And I'm thinking I could play the Altar of the Moon to give our Dark Pokemon in play free retreat, as long as they have Dark Energy, as I'm just about to find out, which is actually really annoying. So yeah, that's fine. Why do they have a reversal energy on their Flareon? That's crazy. They're not behind on prizes. They play an Arven. They're gonna get an item and a tool, probably the Sparkling Crystal and another item, or they just get a Capturing Aroma. That's really, why are they not getting the Sparkling Crystal? Maybe they prized it. Anyway, yeah, this deck is actually quite insane. I did see this deck somewhere, can't remember where it was, but yeah, it's just a really good deck, and I like the idea of taking multiple prizes in a turn, and it's just insane. Hydreigon doesn't see much play in standard, so obviously I had to, you know, give it a while in expanded beta on TCG Live. But yeah, anyway, see, there's the Sparkling Crystal. They had it in the hand all along. They have benched some basic Pokemon that can be attacked through Obsidian, which is very nice. We can take multiple prizes, and it's good because the counter energy is now active because they've taken a prize and we're now behind on prizes, as well as counter gain actually. So we actually might just be able to you know, Obsidian right off the bat. We can, which is absolutely insane. I may as well attach, or we can Rare Candy into another Hydreigon, so we can you know, potentially get the Super Boost Energy Prism Star later down the line in this game. There's the Neo Upper Energy. Do I attach it to the active or the bench? I think it's actually safe to go on the bench because we can just attack this turn normally. I can actually Field Blower away that Sparkling Crystal, which is absolutely insane, so that it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to attack. And I'm thinking we could Obsidian just to take a couple prizes, although maybe actually, hold on, maybe Crashing Headbutt was the play, because then the turn after we could take 4 prizes if that Pidgey and Eevee stayed as it is, but I'll just take the 2 prizes anyway. Yeah, there's 2 prizes. And what do you think of my new sleeves and deck box, guys? It's from the EUIC Twitch drops, which I watched over, when was it, last weekend of February, so that was absolutely insane. Got some free rewards. And what did you think of the 2 donks there? Let me know in the comments in the finals. That was absolutely insane. Anyway, enough EUIC chat, back to the game, and they're bossing us up. They're bossing up the Pidgeot, which is actually quite interesting. They can't wait, no, they can. Well, they're just going to Burning Charge. Never mind. I thought they were going to knock us out with what's the attack, Carnivite, which does 280 damage, which would knock us out, but maybe they didn't want to waste it. Anyway, they are powering up their Pokemon on the bench, and I'm thinking we could just go for a Crashing Headbutt this turn. We can retreat for free, which is insane, and I'll promote the other one, the other Hydreigon, so we can just Crashing Headbutt. I'll Arven first though. There's a switch as well that could be handy late in the game. We can get an Evolution Incense for later as well. I can quick search, which is absolutely insane. This is such an insane deck. You've got to think about loads of things. So there's the Super Boost Energy Prism Star. You know, I've got to play it, to be honest. You know, it's for the content. I'll put it on the active, I think. Probably seems the best, unless they you know, take a bunch of prizes. But I think, actually no, I'll put it on the bench. I'm not sure it really matters. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but we can just Crashing Headbutt and take the knockout and discard the top 3 cards of their deck, which is very, very handy. They gift energy as well, so they're drawing more cards, which is really insane. So, you know, there is a possibility that we could deck them out, but we'll see. Let's see what they send up. We've gone down to 2 prizes, so you know, a knockout on an EVEX would be nice, with a boss we don't currently have in hand, but yeah, they are actually evolving into Jolteon, so now we can't you know, knock them out with Crashing Headbutt. But yeah, that's insane. They draw 3 cards with that supporter. That's kind of strange. And they've evolved all their EVEX. How wonderful! How wonderful! I really wanted to knock out for the win there, but you know, it just couldn't happen. Anyway, they Trekking Shoes, draw a card, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, let me know. I've switched to a new headset. So let me know in the comments how's the audio. I'm not really too sure about it. It's a wireless headset. I think it's very good. The audio is very crisp and nice, but I just wanted to know how the mic sounds for you guys, so please let me know in the comments. That would be very, very much obliged. Anyway, they do bench a Pidgey. That is very good for us. So we can Obsidian potentially next turn. If they bench another basic Pokemon that isn't a Terra Pokemon EX, we can just Obsidian for game potentially if it's a single prize and it's low HP, but they are just gonna Burning Charge and accelerate even more energy to their Pokemon. I could actually Crashing Headbutt as well. We are pretty safe there on the bench with that benched Hydreigon with the Super Booster energy on it, which is absolutely insane. There's the Dark Energy as well. That can help with energy attachments, but we do have the Neo upper energy, so I'm just deciding which one to attach. We've got to attach it at some point. It would be stupid not to. I can actually get the Gengar out of the deck because we have the quick ball, so now we can quick ball that Gengar away, and then probably go and use Netherworld Gate after I thinned out my deck, and then put that stage 2 Gengar straight into play. So even if they knock us out next turn, we still have 3 stage 2 Pokemon in play, so that super booster energy requirement is still fulfilled, which is absolutely insane. Anyway, I am probably just gonna Crashing Headbutt and discard more cards from their deck. Oh yeah, I forgot to do Netherworld Gate as well, so you may as well do that. That's absolutely insane. I haven't even quick searched yet. This is such an insane deck. I don't know what I'm gonna get though. I have just clicked on it, and you know, not knowing what I should get. Maybe the Switch is the best. We could actually switch into the fresh Hydreigon on the bench, and then both our attacks are, you know, we can use those, but I think I am probably just gonna Crashing Headbutt. There's the Dark Energy onto the new benched Hydreigon, and we can Colress for an energy and the stadium, the Black Market Prism Stadium, which is pretty insane. But I think I'm going to probably Crashing Headbutt. Our opponent is wondering what we're doing, putting their hands up in the air. They're probably going to surrender at some point. I can't lie, we have kind of wrapped it up. What am I doing? Anyway, we are gonna Obsidian for some reason. Why have I done that? Was it a misclick when I was recording? No, I don't even know. Anyway, we do take a prize. I really should have. Wait, could I have what? Oh wait, no, because I used Obsidian. Anyway, I really should have Crashing Headbutt there, because I could have discarded more cards from their deck. They are probably going to take the knockout on this Pidgeot, because yeah, they bossed it up, and they use, okay, Carnalite. They finally knock us out. Okay, this is interesting. They take a couple prizes, but that is going to be game, because we can just Crashing Headbutt for knockout. So yeah, that's going to be insane. What an insane deck this is. Absolutely unbelievable deck. Crashing Headbutt, 200 damage and discard 3 cards. That goes to the discard, and we take our final prize for the game. Auto take it. I didn't have to click on it. Let's go.